Okay. It's good.
Nice.
I brought down that volume just the right time.
All right.
All right.
Those are nice.
It's been some time since we did this.
We had to skip a week.
Yeah, we had to take a week off because, as you can see, we're in the new studio. A little bit of an echo, but we're getting set up. Lighting kind of sucks too, but it's a process. Welcome back. Welcome back to Backcountry BSing, the lockdown live show. Friday lockdown live show.
Right, yeah. Thanks for spending the enormous amounts of free time that you have with us.
Yeah.
So
there's nothing else to do.
yeah.
A couple special things today. So we are, of course, in a new studio.
Yep.
We've got a fresh new round of call-ins.
We got new merch.
Check it out. And we got this bottle of bourbon.
Yep.
So I'm not into bourbon. I won this bottle a year and a half ago. It's apparently very sought after bourbon.
Yes.
All the bourbon people are like, "What is this idiot talking about?"
So what we're gonna do is we got a 1 liter of Diet Coke, and we're just gonna mix it.
No. It's we're mixing it with Diet Mountain Dew.
Oh right, Monster.
Oh, you can hear that echo. Oh god, we gotta fix that. We'll get some sound paneling up there. But anyway, no, this is actually supposed to be like ridiculously good bourbon.
Yeah, it's PAPPY. Well, it's Old Rip Van Winkle.
It's Old Rip Van Winkle. Calling it PAPPY, I guess, is
it's part of the PAPPY line.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm gonna let you.
You want it now?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I want to let you open it. I don't know how to do this. So joining us today, we got a couple minutes until our first guest. We got Mr. And I'm excited because I have not heard from Tim Watson face to face.
You gave away the secret.
Oh, it's in the chat. It's in the comments. I put the guest list in the comments. So we got Mr. Tim Watson.
Ooh.
We got. Give me a smell. It smells good.
Yeah, it smells like whiskey.
It smells smoother than whiskey. Oh, so we're doing this without the ice cubes first?
Yeah, no, we're drinking it neat.
Can I just have a taste neat and then put an ice cube in there?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Nice.
Just for a taste.
Just give me a little taste. We're only drinking a taste out of this bottle because we're saving it for some special guests. Okay. All right. Don't break it. Okay. Smell?
It smells smooth.
Smells smooth.
You're not getting. I'm not getting a bunch of just like that alcohol.
No. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hey, new studio. This is it's pretty smooth.
It's very smooth. Definitely got some spice.
That's good.
Oh, of course. It better be good.
Can I have my ice cube now? I don't like it warm. I want it cold. Anyway, and we will try and do a better job of. I don't want to touch it. Yeah, I got it. Of monitoring the chat this time.
We'll see.
We're trying.
I love how somebody trolled us too, and it's like, you guys gonna monitor the chat this time? Well, maybe.
Here's the thing. We don't
give me a little something.
We don't like to take away from the interaction with the guests.
That's good.
I put a lot in there.
I'm gonna give you some of this.
Okay. All right, that's all we're drinking of that.
Oh crap! I spilled some.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Lick it off the table.
I did.
Okay.
All right.
There's bourbon all over this table.
Oh God! It's only PAPPY.
Okay. Oh Jesus, man. All right. Okay. Anyway, so we'll have Mr. Tim Watson joining us. We'll have Mr. Devin from Backcountry Exposure, and we'll have our buddy, old friend, Mr. Bryce Newbold coming in.
And just a shout out to some special friends who are watching. Mr. David Gray and Travis are probably slamming bourbon right now. And watching.
So gentlemen, we're gonna, whenever this lockdown's over, we want to have you up here, and we'll save the PAPPY for you.
Oh man, this is excellent now.
Yeah, lick it off the table. Yeah, it's better with the ice cube.
It's like smooth, caramely, a little bit. Whoa.
It's definitely the best bourbon I've ever had.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good for sure. I mean, what's retail on that? 55. If you can get it at retail, which you did.
I can't look at this.
Okay. Did you? Okay.
Retail's 55. It sells on the internet for between like $500 and $1,000.
Yep.
So I won it in a raffle. All right. So before we get our guests in, let's give a brief rundown of the situation in Ohio. I wish I could bring up the curves. Actually, it looks like in Ohio we're starting to flatten. It does. Do you watch the 2:00 press conferences?
Wine with DeWine?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Booze in the news.
A shout out to DeWine for now allowing Boose for takeout.
Yeah. Shout out to Governor DeWine, a staunch conservative Republican, is now allowing takeout restaurants to deliver booze.
Yeah, it's just got to be in a sealed
Everyone's
cup.
he's probably like, all right, it's the least I can do to these people, you know. I thought that. I mean, I don't know why that wasn't announced when they first did it.
When people, well, it's to help like restaurants still.
It's definitely got a caramel.
Yeah, it's caramely. It's a little bit. It's not as sweet.
Good.
It's not as sweet as like some of the other Buffalo Trace products.
It's definitely not worth $500 to $1,000.
No, not at all.
Just get some Eagle Rare.
Just get some Eagle Rare. $20 online.
It is good though. Yeah. So anyway, so in Ohio, it looks like Ohio. If you're in Ohio, I think we dodged a bullet here. Michigan looks straight effed at the moment. Pennsylvania has got Philadelphia, which looks like it could be bad. Chicago's pretty bad. Ohio and Indiana, I think we did a really good job, and I do. Hey, we should cheers to Governor DeWine.
Yeah,
he's probably watching.
Yeah.
Cheers to DeWine for listening to scientists and getting on this earlier. I know it sucks. Everything's closed. Yeah. It blows.
Yeah.
But I think it is helping
flatten that curve.
And I think we're getting out of this sooner because of what we did here.
You know what I heard too is like, since we have nothing else to do, I've been watching some of the other governors as well from other states give their like daily press updates. And one of the things that was interesting about California is San Francisco.
They did really well.
Well,
right?
So they did. But that's the interest. Like what they're trying to do is like say like what factors contributed to the extremely low infection rate in San Francisco. And one of the good theories is that like the city's like mainly in the tech industry, so like the ability to work from home is a lot easier.
That's a good point.
There's also
they got a lot of homeless people.
Well, they don't.
San Francisco? Right
now they're doing something.
Did they all die?
No. But then there's like the issue of like, man, I'm gonna open up a can of worms here, but like of like just gentrification in general of like pushing out like a lot of like high risk people maybe, and so like it's just
they did. I will say San Francisco and California, they went to shelter in place immediately.
Yeah, I mean
they went to shelter in place a week or two before us, I think.
Okay. But oh my God, are you guys going to talk about backpacking tonight? Jesus.
Yeah, we're going to talk about backpacking because we're bringing in some backpackers. If you haven't had a chance, please check out. We released one of these with Mr. On the Trail yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah, he's in the chat.
Oh, nice. Check that out. I think we had a really good conversation with him, and it was really cool for us to talk to him.
Yeah.
Because we've been fans of his for a long time.
Absolutely.
Check that out. We do talk a lot about backpacking. Released a video on the Altaplex, and furthermore, Darwin released a video about pitching,
how to pitch it
correctly, and we talked about that on ours. And if you have even just a freestanding tent and journal that uses trekking poles, watch that video because there's some pretty good tips on how to stake out a freestanding trekking pole tent, which he shared with us, which was very cool.
And one of the hilarious things is like the difference between like channels that do good gear reviews and say like wait,
Tim's calling me.
First calling.
All right,
all right, Tim. All right, we'll get this up and running.
Tim.
Okay.
Hello.
Tim.
Hold on 1 second.
Hold on,
Tim.
wait, we got to get you on the screen.
We got to get your volume. Oh, sure.
Where'd he go?
Wait, hang on a sec. I don't know why I didn't.
All right.
Oh, hang on a sec. I'm still here.
Okay, hold on.
We can hear you.
We're gonna
we want to see you,
all right,
Tim.
Tim.
There.
All right,
okay,
Tim.
hold on.
All right. We're almost there with you.
I was kind of having fun watching you guys spill bourbon all over the place.
okay, hold on.
I gotta come in now.
It wasn't. Yeah, before.
Hold on.
You're like, I gotta talk
Look how
to
big
him.
his face is.
Is it like taking up the whole screen?
Yeah,
No,
it is. It
and
looks
I gotta go
great.
like this then.
No, there you go.
And my bourbon spilling was only a few drops, by the way. It wasn't very much. So come on.
Tim, thank you so much
Yeah.
for calling in and talking to us. We haven't.
It's not
No, just wait. If you're watching this live, you'll see me screwing with the with his face.
Oh, that mustache is like the size.
See, I actually, I'll tell you guys this. Wait,
I can
am
make
on
it
screen yet?
smaller. Yeah, you're on.
Okay, so I was toying the other day. I heard you guys talking about the COVID-19 stuff. I was like, now's kind of the perfect time to shave the stash and just let it grow back because no one will know, no one cares.
Will you shave it live right now?
Oh, for
No,
charity.
I will
For
not.
charity.
Yeah, shave Tim's stash. See, he looks good there.
Yeah, Tim.
Okay. Tim, we got you good. It's good to talk to you, man.
Yeah,
we
Tim.
haven't
Long time no
long
talk.
time, man. How you doing?
I know we were hoping to have me come down to Columbus, and then this stuff happened.
Yeah.
I still would, assuming this isn't over anytime soon, we'd like to bring you back on. We can do a virtual BSing, a full length thing, this same way if you're interested, because we haven't talked to you in a while, Tim. And Tim, we got to talk about pie coins because Andy doesn't know about it.
Well, now what?
So,
What?
yes.
What is
You knew I
that?
was going to bring this up.
Wow,
All right.
we're gonna cover all things.
No,
We're gonna talk
okay,
about
so-
COVID-19.
Well, let's talk about backpacking first for a little bit,
All right.
and then we'll talk about the virus, and then we'll talk about pie coins.
Tim, are you ever going to backpack on a more regular basis and put out more videos?
Yes.
That's the number one question you're probably getting.
Oh, yes, but not right away.
Mhm.
I think it's going to be a little while. So one big question that I've been asked, at least in person, is first of all, did anything go wrong? Why did you just all of a sudden kind of stop? I don't know if you guys have had that question.
We do.
Yeah, and so
You went on a
the
beach
answer is
vacation.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the video, what you did last summer instead of backpacking,
Yeah.
which looked pretty sweet.
Mhm.
But what do you want to talk about it, or like why you took a little
I
hiatus,
don't mind talking
or
about it. Because some people ask me, hey, did someone say something? Did someone do something? No, nothing. Like nothing ever happened. It's just life stuff.
Yeah.
yeah,
So what happened is when I started my channel, my wife was at home with the kids full
Mhm.
time. And so last summer she started a job. full-time. So I kind of had to start picking up the slack.
I
was
see.
watching the kids, and they were all in school and sports and activities. So I thought, now is a good time to kind of slowly break away. So
Okay.
that's the short.
that's
answer.
really not as juicy as I was hoping.
Yeah, I
it
was,
would
I was,
be.
I was just like, oh, you have to help out more
Yeah.
raising your family.
That's-
Oh, okay.
that just is That's just like it really makes sense, and I don't know what I was expecting.
I was hoping it was trolls.
Yeah, I know. I could have made some story about Frozen.
What now do you care to share? Do you have any backpacking plans upcoming? Or I know the virus thing is happening, but like,
I know.
do you have
I
anything
know.
like on the docket?
No, well, not now. We actually just missed one. I was going to go to Seneca Rocks and do a loop in West Virginia with Subaru Josh and Outland. And because when we came back from
okay.
Valley Sods last time, we actually took a different way home, and we passed these giant cliffs.
Mm-hmm.
And it was me and Herod.
Okay.
Karate
Okay.
Josh. And I was like, what in the world is that? So we started Googling, and I'm like, oh, that's Seneca Rocks. That looks really awesome. And so Outland came up with a loop that included Seneca Rocks.
Oh, wait.
So actually, we were planning on doing that last weekend.
Okay.
Okay.
So I
That
don't know
didn't
about you guys,
happen.
but yeah, I know. But I put placeholders on my calendar, my online
Yeah.
calendar, that alerts me like, hey, you have a backpacking trip or you have a bike thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's actually kind of sad getting those alerts now.
I
I'm like,
know.
oh, I can't
We,
go there anymore.
We were actually going to go out tomorrow just to do a quick one-nighter, and we're pushing it just because it's peak. We're in the peak infection time right now, I think.
I know.
And it's like if you don't have to go anywhere, just don't.
Yeah, just wine with
know,
the wine.
Just hang out.
There's so many people out sometimes. That's the part that scares
Yeah.
me is like, having those places be so packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So luckily, I know in Ohio, like Hocking Hills shut down, but luckily Wayne National Forest is still open for dispersed camping, so backpacking,
Mhm.
and they shut all of the campgrounds down. So we were
Yeah.
thinking that maybe there would be a lot less people there because the campgrounds aren't shut down, but we're just like, we'll just push it a little bit.
Yeah.
And also because people have been commenting. So because we're not social distancing. So Andy and I haven't been living with him, but for the last, like, ever since this started, I've been working from home at his place. So I've been spending all today with him and his wife. So I know he's not sick. People are like, why aren't you guys? Why aren't you?
Was kind of quarantining together.
Yeah. And mainly because I was in between houses for like 3 months. Not anymore, but so people are like, why aren't you guys social distancing? I'm like, well, I'm spending all work day together. So like, if he's been sick,
Yeah.
And to be, and this is not an excuse either, but and everybody should be safe. But like, I've been ordering all my groceries online.
Yeah.
Like I stopped leaving the house to like outside of like I went for a few walks or something like that. But I stopped leaving the house probably like 2.5 weeks ago, to be honest. Besides like some Amazon deliveries and some stuff like grocery deliveries. Besides that, the only people I've seen is Kevin, really.
Yeah. That's sad. How have you, because I know you have several children, how's that situation been going?
Good. I just, like everyone else, kind of balancing doing my regular job and helping the kids with school.
How's that going?
Sometimes better than others. But yeah, mostly it's fine. We have it pretty good because my wife works at a library.
Yeah.
And so they're actually shut down too.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's doing very limited hours, like they have like an online chat for the reference desk that she has to like man during certain hours. But most of the times it's like in the evenings, and like she did one today. And so since I have off today because I work in a school, that's been kind of nice. So we have it better than some other people who, are working like both parents are working full time from home.
Yeah.
That's not us. So we have the time to help the kids out.
Yeah.
I have some coworkers like that. Like I couldn't imagine and you have multiple children and
3,
and they're both working from home and daycare is obviously shut down. So luckily we don't have that issue, but it's crazy. Yeah. Do you have any backpacking plans for later on in the year that you care to share or talk about?
Yeah. Actually, we already bought the ticket because we saw the flight situation going on.
It's a great time to buy flights.
And we got a flight and we're headed to Holy Cross Wilderness in Colorado.
Yep.
Nice.
The plan is July because I've been watching David Gray's videos. If he's watching,
he is
like
watching.
Crazy. Yeah, he is watching. Good. Yeah. I watched that Holy Cross Wilderness video so many times already, and so that played into deciding to do that. And so far, I think it's. I hope they won't mind me sharing, but it's going to be Karate Josh, Jeremiah Stringer, and Backpacking with Jason.
The Kentucky boys.
Nice crew you got going there.
So, yeah, we're planning on flying out, and we'll see if it happens in July. It's still planned for right now, but who knows?
How many days?
I think it's 4 days of backpacking. I think is what we decided to do.
Okay.
Yeah, we're pretty much following his loop. When I looked at a Cal Topo and I mapped it out for the guys, you know how he starts with that like road walk.
Yeah.
At the beginning, and so we have a bit of that, but nothing like I was telling the guys it shouldn't be like 4-pass loop, where 4-pass loop was really hard in terms of like, hey, first day out you have 2 peaks, 2 passes you got to go over, and then a pass every single day after that. So you have the 4 passes.
Oh, wow.
But this, I think there's a big pass on the first day, and then pretty much just going to be downhill slowly. So it should be fun.
Is that going to be like your big trip for the year?
Yeah. That one's going to be the big trip for the year.
Is that the David Gray video where he's like out of water at the top of this peak? Is that the Holy Cross? Because there was one in Colorado where he's at the top of this peak, out of water, just like hail, massive wind. He's been climbing all day, and he looks he describes it as like one of the closest times that he's been like nervous for his safety.
I don't think that was the one. I do remember
there's a couple of those videos where
it's like every other one
happens to him.
and everything, you can't even like. There's some markers you can use, but when I say, hey, you know, the one with the cheese spread, or hey, the one with Dunkin' Donuts coffee, that's pretty much all.
Yeah. Do you have any like fun new gear purchases or swapping outs or changes for this year?
No swap outs for this year yet. My plan is to still go because I didn't go last year and didn't have a big trip. But no big gear swap outs or major changes. The big thing I've been getting into, I think, because I've been home, is like into like homesteading, woodworking type stuff.
Oh,
So,
really?
Can you make me a cutting board?
What's that?
Can you make me a cutting board?
Who knows?
That's a good hobby to pick up during a pandemic.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's why I've been watching him. So that's why I'm like, let's see what's going on this side of YouTube.
I can't wait for
what's your first project gonna be?
I think a chicken coop.
Really?
Oh.
Yes. That's my plan. We'll see.
Have some fresh eggs.
I cannot wait for your Instagram story from the ER getting your tetanus shot.
Are you gonna do some urban chicken videos on YouTube?
Yes, please.
Maybe in a separate channel. We'll see.
Tim's farming channel. Homesteading with Tim.
Please.
That'd be funny.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That is cool, Tim. That's a cool hobby.
So were the kids and your wife like, hey, Daddy, we want some chickens? And then
the kids are all on board.
Okay.
The kids are all about it. My wife is like, hey, that's all you. You can handle it. I had to check in to make sure that we can actually have them in the city, and we can.
Okay. He's a former city councilman. He would know.
Yes.
He can pull some strings.
We know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do know it. So back in January, that was my term. I decided to stop. So that was 4 years, 2 terms as city councilman for, I can tell it now, city of Finley. And but yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. And
now you're a prepper.
Yeah. It's amazing how it comes full circle.
Yeah. How's the vibe in Finley? Because I know Finley, like, do they have I know Toledo's got some cases, but is it like, are people like getting weird about it in Finley?
I think they were, like, when it first started. It's better now. Like, I actually did go to I go to the grocery store with a mask on, which is a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I think last week when I went with the mask, I was one of the few with a mask on, but this time definitely I'd say 50% of people have masks on now.
Yeah.
And so, but it was weird the first day I went, because when DeWine called off schools and I went to the grocery store, it was my regular shopping day, Thursday, and that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Like it was nuts. I don't think I've ever seen that many people, and it was like cleared out. This week though, things are starting to come back. And so people are getting less weird. People are realizing, hey, the food chain and supply chain is fine.
Like they're fine.
Yeah.
Eggs are still being laid by chickens. People are still having warehouses of food coming. And so people are now, I think, not overbuying as much as they were at the beginning. So that's nice.
I went last week. So we just moved into a new place. And so I had to like load up on groceries.
Yeah.
So I went, I know, terrible time to be doing that. But I went, I'm going to go to the grocery store right when it opens. Like I was in the parking lot before they open, and I had my mask on, and it was swamped with people.
Was it?
And probably, like you said, probably 50% of the people were wearing masks, but that is not the time to be buying like $350 worth of groceries.
No.
It was crazy, but I think you're right. I think I also went, I'm trying to go, like, first off, now I'm not going to the store for the next 2 to 3 weeks because we're in peak or in the middle of peak infection mode right now. And so like, it's time to like not go there. So I went and bought a bunch of food and froze it, but, I'm just trying to like I had to go to the UPS store yesterday, and I wore my mask there, and like everybody in that's like there was nobody in the store, but all the employees were wearing surgical masks, and they were all like freaked out. And they started like spraying down my package and stuff. I'm like, all right, we're not going anywhere. Like we're just sitting in the house, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. So you gotta ask you, Kevin. You're the stats guy. Have you been running your own models?
No, but it's funny. No, I know, right? You're a stats guy too, Tim. You are.
A little bit.
I do look at the data, and I'm not, the type of modeling I do is not that kind of modeling, right?
Yours is probability, right?
Yeah, it's Yes. And theirs is more like a deterministic modeling. And if you've been watching the modeling, that's changing by day because the inputs are changing. But there's like two. So the IHME, and the University of Washington are the big ones putting out models right now every day. And the models are changing like crazy. I mean, we were going from 100,000 projected deaths to like we're down to 60,000 now. And like the models are just changing like by day, especially here in Ohio. It's kind of fascinating from a statistical perspective because the data is just changing.
She was kind of freaked out by it because I was saying, hey, what's actually fascinating to me is seeing the states, how the states' response will impact their overall model.
Yeah, and
how the timeline of what the states did, because I just know, like you were talking about Michigan earlier.
Yeah,
I remember Michigan is only like a couple days behind what we did, but it's kind of amazing to see how much has exploded there compared to here.
And it turns out Mardi Gras wasn't a good idea.
No, yeah. And another thing, Michigan held their primary the same day we were supposed to.
Yeah,
I don't think I realized that.
Yeah, and so I didn't realize that either. And then I read that, I'm like, oh yeah, and it turns out Mardi Gras might have been a poor decision. Shit.
It also turns out holding the primary in Wisconsin last week might
we'll
not have been a good decision.
We'll see about that.
Yeah.
But I do think like if you look at the data now, we're starting to flatten. At least we're starting to plateau. I don't know about flatten. And it's just a question of how long we ride out there. And I feel good about segments of the economy opening back up in May in Ohio.
Yeah. We'll see. But yeah, the numbers for Ohio are looking positive for that.
So Tim, we're going to talk about PieCoin here.
What is it? Hold on. What is this called?
So here's a little bit about Tim. Tim is a savvy investor.
Yeah.
Tim and I, this is a little like, so we're not talking about the virus, talking about backpacking. We're going to get to know Tim Watson here. Tim and I, we text occasionally about some investment opportunities.
Oh my God.
And things about how the market's going. First off, I've been buying. Have you been buying?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
I've been buying.
When I can.
Yeah, I've been buying because we've leveled out a little. We've leveled out and we've actually upticked a little bit. So I've been buying a little bit. So Tim,
I always tell people, like I was talking to someone the other day, and I said, hey, now's the time to buy.
Now's the time to buy.
Increase your retirement thing or whatever you're doing, like just bump it up.
And for everyone out there, it's easy. Just invest if you just don't want to think about it. I guess I shouldn't even say this because I'm not a certified financial advisor.
Just keep your mouth shut. Just keep your mouth shut.
But it's a good time to invest in the stock market if you believe in the stock market and how it works. But anyway, the point of this discussion was Tim, speaking of investment opportunities, Tim turned me on to a little something called PieCoin. So first, Tim, how many PieCoins do you have?
I got to see. Couple thousand.
Is it a virtual currency?
Yeah, so PieCoin is a cryptocurrency that you can mine from your phone.
Yep.
And I don't want to get into how you do it, but Tim turned me on to it, and I've since made several people do it.
I love how this is going to be one of those things where like one guy has the password to like all like just what happened in Bitcoin, and like you guys are all going to lose everything.
Tim, I had the really nerdy statistical people I work with read the white paper, and they're like, okay, this is legit.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, I did. They read, a couple of people I know and a couple of people I work with read the white paper because I'm not smart enough to understand how cryptocurrencies work. And they're like, this is legit. So I've been keeping it going. I've been harassing my wife to keep her mining nodes up. And I've got like 2,200 and somebody bought. So did you see they did the financial pilot? And someone bought like a 2006 digital camera for like 50 PieCoins or something. So Tim, we got a couple thousand. We can buy like 50 10-year-old digital cameras.
I think so you're talking about getting to know me a little bit. One of the things that I think anyone who hangs out with me is like, what I do is I kind of find these really big interests and I research it to death. Like that's how I am. And so whatever it is, so be it cryptocurrency, be it whatever it is backpacking, that's how I cope, is like I just research it all the time consistently. You're talking for weeks, sometimes months on ends, until I learn everything I feel like there is to know about it. And then I'm like, okay, I can do this.
You got any hot stock tips, Tim?
No, hold on. The reason Tim's wife had to get a job is because he's been buying too much Bitcoin.
Tim's blowing all his money in the market.
Oh,
That's
man.
funny. All right, sir. Thank you.
But yeah, so like cryptocurrency is one of my like guilty pleasure things. My wife rolls her eyes every time I bring it up. But I'm like, hey,
People have made a lot of money.
Yep. As long as you, I always say, with any, I'm not a financial advisor, but like, just as long as you can be prepared to lose your pants in it.
Yeah.
Like, don't put all your life savings or whatever into this. Like some people do, just like fun money. Like if you have some fun stuff you want to do with it, just put it in there and see what happens.
That's what I did. That was my mantra for Robinhood.
Yeah.
So I put $250 in Robinhood like 3 months ago, and I actually bought some biotech stocks, and what else did I buy? Oh, I bought some Cisco because of the work from home stuff.
Yeah, like everybody else.
Yeah, I bought some Walmart and I bought some Costco. Just like fractional shares, right? Like $10. So
let's look at what I have right now. And that you got me curious.
What do you got?
But so my big ones. So I just do the same thing as you, about $250 or so. Blizzard, Activision.
Ooh, okay.
Because I'm really I like video games.
Yeah.
I believe, especially in quarantine time, like that stuff has not gone down.
That's good. That's a good stock tip. We're
gold
violating
miners,
so many FCC laws.
No,
right
you're
now.
not. But I love so this is hilarious because like so many people are out of work right now.
You're just not allowed to give stock advice if you're not
So
a
many
certified financial analyst.
So many people are out of work right now. Like people are struggling to pay mortgages and
blow your money on the stock market.
It's like, hey guys, you got some fun money to buy some Bitcoin.
Hey, you don't buy Bitcoin, you mine it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Yeah, Bitcoin's free.
Okay, fair.
Check it out. Okay.
So I had a question for you. Do you guys have a big backpacking trip coming up this summer?
Yeah, actually, it's funny. We have a big one. We've talked about it now. We're slated to go to Arizona soon in the next like in an acute enough time period that we're worried about the virus affecting it.
Yep.
Okay.
So we are right now actually.
A flight was just
canceled. So we are furiously investigating contingency backpacking scenarios that involve us driving to places.
Oh, wow.
So
I don't know.
I don't know. We've got the I'm going backpacking that time. It's blocked off. We're going. We might have to drive somewhere within a 5 to 8 state radius versus flying somewhere.
Maybe we drag out Laurel Highlands for like a week and a half.
It's also like Andy's never been to the Smokies.
Then it's not going to be open.
What? Yeah, exactly. Right. So there's that. There's also like parts of the AT, but I don't know if that'll be open. So it's like we don't know what's going to be open.
You told us you would take us to the Smokies.
That's true. I did. But the only thing to watch out for is I assume you would have to bring all your stuff. You're not going to stop in any towns or anything.
No, hell no.
I guess it depends on timing.
Right. So
but that's the most visited national park in the U.S.
Right.
I'm not sure.
It's probably not going to happen. We've also thrown out the whites. The whites.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But to answer your question, we have a big trip coming up in the next 2 months, but because of all this pandemic shit, we might have to drive somewhere. I don't know, we'll plan it by ear.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do some small trips to some remote parts of Wayne National Forest because you still can right now. Yep. So that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. And then the second half of the year, we're just going to, everything's up in the air right now, So
yeah, that's the thing that's hard to judge. Like I have blocked off time on my I haven't taken the time off yet, but I know that this is when I was planning on doing it. Like I just placeholder it on my calendar and who knows what's going to happen now, which kind of stinks a lot.
I know.
But I guess that's a first world problem, right? It's one of
it is. I know. We shouldn't bitch.
I know. Just as we got here talking about like how it's been good about how aggressive this lockdown's been.
Right. Yeah. Right. All right, Tim, we're going to do a full length BSing. So don't give away too much.
All right.
Thank you for calling in and checking
Yeah,
in
thanks for having me.
from Northwest Ohio.
Yep. And start that second channel.
Yeah, I want to see a chicken coop. I want to see like some candlesticks, some Adirondack
Honey.
chairs.
Honey.
You got to give me
Get some bees.
some channel name ideas.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Tim on the homestead.
Tim on the homestead.
Yeah.
Homesteading with Tim.
Homesteading with Tim. But thank you for talking to us and checking in, and it's good to see your face.
Yes.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
It is good to see you, Tim.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
All right.
I'll see you
All
later.
right.
Later.
Thanks, man.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Just a shout out to the chat. I haven't been able to monitor as
Were
closely
there,
as
were there any questions for Tim?
yeah, I don't know. But I did those, you know who you are. I did assign some moderators in there because there was a few rowdy people I had to.
Oh, we have moderators?
I assigned a few moderators.
Oh, cool.
You know who you are if you got assigned a moderator job.
That was nice to talk to Tim.
Yeah. Wow. I haven't. I missed him.
I missed him, and
Yeah.
we're going to do a full-length podcast with him.
You know, Tim was BSing number 2, 3.
3, I think. 3 or 4.
Who was 2? Was it
2
Josh?
2 was Frozen, I think. First was Bryce. Anyway,
Okay.
Tim was one of the original BSing guests, and you can tell there's a ton of stuff to talk to him about, and texting with him about finance and investing has been awesome. But like apparently we're making chicken coops, and we're into woodworking now.
So what we should do is when Tim gets his homestead started, we'll go get some overalls and we'll head on over to Tim's homestead, and we can do a video about like working on Tim's homestead.
Yeah. Farming with Tim. Farming with Tim.
No, he's not gonna farm though.
Oh, well, it's all the same thing. Is there anything in the chat we should pay attention to for our next guest? Our next guest is in about 6 minutes.
Okay.
We have a lot. We have a lot of people in this live stream. I'm not gonna lie.
People were.
We have a lot more people than we normally have.
The best is like people were heavily making fun of us for drinking this bourbon on ice.
Really?
Which I don't.
Sorry, people.
Yeah. Todd was like, "Isn't drinking bourbon on ice like riding a bike with training wheels?"
No, mixing it with like Diet Coke is like riding a bike. I don't know. I'm sorry. You know what? It's very good.
It's delicious.
It's
now.
very good.
Yeah,
it's very good.
It's delicious now.
Okay, so we only took out like that much.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that'll
So save the rest
save
of it.
that.
Yep.
And to answer my wife, no, that's not going on the bar cart that's out in our living room.
You just know you're gonna have like some jackass
No,
over
that's
that's
staying
just
in
like,
the studio. It is good.
It's very good.
I'm excited to after this drink though to get a fresh craft Wisconsin craft beer. That's gonna be drink number 2. We'll do 2 drinks.
Yeah.
2 drinks. What else we got? Oh, our cousin's in here.
Yeah. Oh, our cousin, you can be a moderator, Alex. There you go.
Here's a question. Eric, this is a good question actually. Any interest in the Superior hiking trail?
Absolutely.
In fact, Eric, when this whole thing about not being able to fly places came up, the Superior hiking trail was one of the first ones that bubbled up to the top of my brain.
Yeah. It's just like,
It's just
man, that's
so
a brutal
far.
drive.
It's just it's like 15 hours, maybe
Yeah.
13 hours.
Yeah.
It's definitely a trail, and it's also the time of year. I don't know. Would that be a good time to do the DSHT?
It's okay. I would think that it's gonna be cold still, but it'd be right before bug season. So maybe you
So
could
it might be.
Maybe you could it would be cold. You could miss a little bit of bug season. So you either go fall or you go early spring. Maybe, I don't know. Those of you in the chat can kind of like.
We're targeting like early June, end of May. So I don't know if the SHT is a good time to do that. Then that was one of the first trails that popped in my head when we couldn't think about flying though.
Yeah, and one of the problems with the SHT would be we'd have to make some type of loop because we couldn't.
Well, not necessarily. There are services.
But are there services running right now?
I don't know. With a lockdown? I don't know. I have coasters.
Oh.
Fun fact about these coasters, by the way. You know where these coasters are from? So this is cool.
oh no, hold on. This is a video game. This is
Nope.
no. Okay.
You know where these coasters are from?
No.
These coasters are from the MFN Star Wars Cantina in Disney World, and I stole them. These are from the cantina in Disney World, the Star Wars cantina.
These aren't gonna last long.
No, I know. That's why they're like disposable, but I stole them. Yeah, they're for the studio.
Yeah, if you're gonna drink Pappy, get the Star Wars.
The
coaster.
Star Wars cantina coasters.
Yeah,
yeah, they do look video game-ish. That was a good question though.
Yeah. Okay, so that's not a bad idea for weather.
David Grather at Pictured Rocks. Did you know Pictured Rocks is closed right now?
Is Pictured Rocks closed or is the campsites closed?
Open for day hiking only, campgrounds, campsites, everything else closed.
Okay.
Bathrooms closed. So you couldn't backpack it.
There's a good questions on here about any news on getting Adventure Archives on here.
That's a great question. So
we were in talks with them a little while ago, but it fizzled out.
True story. One member of Adventure Archives literally lives about a quarter mile from where we are right now. True story.
And that member, if that member wanted to hit us up on
that's
IG
the member
right now,
we've talked to.
Yeah.
And there has been some discussions with them.
But hasn't gone anywhere.
Hasn't gone anywhere.
They're too big for us.
They're pretty big. But we got Darwin, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
No, we would love there's 4 of them. So we'd need more mics, but I'm sure they could. I don't know. It would be super fun.
I'd buy more mics for them. But we got a problem. We don't have enough inputs.
That's another mixer. That's a whole other thing. Yeah. But definitely with maybe some of the local ones, because 3 of them are local here. And one is like really local. In fact, when he posts pictures on Instagram, I'm like, dude, you're like across the street from me. But we've tried. It just hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah. Maybe in the future.
Yeah. We've tried.
We love them. We love their videos.
All right. I'm going to bring in our next guest.
Okay. Let me see. Any news on, I just read that one. I'm just flipping through the comments. Dale Smith said, isn't Pappy. I don't know.
It's old Rip Van Winkle, correct.
It's part of the Pappy line.
It's part of the Pappy line, but there is more nicer Pappies,
I guess,
than that. Yeah, it is part of the Pappy line. All right, we ready? Guess number 2.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Actually, wait. Sorry, Devin. I like this. I need to give him the good audio. So we're gonna bring in Mr. Devin Ashby from Backcountry Exposure. So I want to hear about. There you go. Oh, that's so loud. Hey. Let me bring it on the screen.
Yeah, hold on one second.
We got you. What's up?
There you go.
There we go. What's up? What's up, man?
How are you?
I got a fresh haircut today.
You did. Who gave you that?
How did you get that haircut?
I have a stylist.
Okay.
Her name is Victoria.
Recently we were on Devin's podcast and we talked a lot about backpacking, as you would, but we want to hear about how the coronavirus situation is going in your neck of the woods, because we didn't really talk about that.
Yeah, it was a spicy tidbit that we missed out on.
So so you're in the Salt Lake area, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So what is the we'll get to backpacking, but what is the general vibe? Like, how's it going there? Is it weird? Because you guys are not one of the few states that are not on actual lockdown, correct?
Yeah. So the governor's just put out like a directive only, so we don't have like a full on like state like shutdown. Some of the counties though have like set up basically a lockdown, and you're not supposed to leave the county, or if you're traveling and going out to like hike or something, you're not supposed to go if you don't live in those counties.
Okay.
And stuff, but
are people adhering to it in your? No, all right.
So I think as much as like anybody else is.
So yeah. Is it getting worse in Utah? Like the amount of cases or infections? Like, do they need to take more drastic measures?
I mean, I haven't looked at the news of what it compares to other states, but Utah's been on like a consistent 5% each day.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So I think we're at less than 20 deaths total, and over 2,000 cases.
Oh, so you're handling. You guys don't have a lot compared to a lot of places, because I thought Ohio was
the county
low.
that I live in has less than 300 cases.
Oh wow. Okay.
So.
Has this are your kids all at home now? Like, how is that going?
we're like bragging. we're bragging that like our kids have not been in a public place besides being outside, like in the neighborhood,
Yeah.
since middle of March.
Wow.
Whoa.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
How's that going as a parent? Like, are you like at your wit's end?
So I have a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Oh, nice.
so they probably just sit there quietly all day, right? Is that how this works?
It's so quiet in the house. There is never crying. There is never fighting or screaming. It's just paradise. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Have you come up with any like fun hobbies to do with them, or like doing a lot of puzzles?
I'm learning that I know how to do crafts better than I thought I did.
Are you gonna do some crafting videos?
Yeah. Can you? What is the hot craft right now for kids?
Well, I mean, you could make like a popsicle frame for little Polaroid pictures, or
Wow, man.
I think you need to start a separate channel
Wow.
for crafting.
should I do that?
You should.
Devin's Crafts. Do with Tim's.
But then I can't monetize it. Why would I do it?
Well, yeah. How does that work now? Can you monetize it, but there just aren't as many like ads that are available for it, or is just
These would be like death metal type popsicle stick frames, so they're like specifically for adults.
Okay.
Nice.
We'll make sure that it's for
Yeah. No kid videos. No kid videos.
crafts.
I don't know if we talked about this on your podcast. How has your like upcoming backpacking itinerary changed because of what's been going on, or has it?
Well, not to get like overly serious, but I had been still working, but this week I got laid off.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
sorry.
like, and it's supposed to be like, it's a furlough. It's supposed to be temporary.
Oh, okay.
But,
Okay.
like, it's an indoor climbing gym. We're going to be one of the last places that is allowed to open and have people in, because when your whole business model is like, hey, come and touch everything in our facility.
How many employees work there?
Well, we have 6 locations.
Mm-hmm.
So is it all locations?
Yeah.
Wow.
And like, yeah. So we have 3 gyms in Utah, 1 in Seattle, and 2 in Texas.
Okay.
And basically all but a dozen or so employees got furloughed.
So is the company going to take advantage of that, of the like the business stimulus, to at least like potentially get paychecks out?
No.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if I can share.
It's okay.
Like, publicly.
Yeah, you don't have. You don't have to go
worry
into
about
it.
Yeah.
But there are some like statutes within that CARES Act that doesn't, and what the way that the business structure is of our company doesn't allow us to take advantage of those SBA.
Really? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to
Yeah,
hear
that's
that.
terrible.
Yeah, it's a bummer. So,
Is there any scope of time frame of this at all? Did your company talk to you about it, or was it just like, hey, we'll bring you all back when everything's back to normal?
right now we're probably end of May at the earliest.
Okay. Did this affect your the class you teach at all?
Oh, like the backpack?
Yeah.
Yeah, so because I teach a block class, we were basically at the end of the block anyway.
Okay.
So I didn't get to take my class on the trip that we are supposed to do. And then I did one Zoom class that was like 5 minutes long. And then other than that, I just gave them like an additional assignment. And
you're not doing that group backpacking trip, I assume. The final.
Yeah.
The final.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
You should have made everybody camp in their backyards on Zoom
Oh, that would have been
for the
awesome.
final.
Uh-oh.
No.
No.
Devin, we lost you.
Oh, crap.
I'll bring it back.
Okay.
That's you can see my face in the. That's weird.
He's calling. Okay.
Maybe. Bear with us, people. Is he calling me? I don't know. think we lost him.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, Devin.
Try.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Devin is unavailable.
He's calling.
Oh, there we go. We got him.
We got him back.
All right. We're back. We're back. We got you. We lost
You
you.
were still there. I don't know what happened.
Oh, yeah, we lost you. That was weird.
Yeah.
I was saying you should make them all camp in their backyards on Zoom.
Yeah.
Well, and then I could like turn on the TV with the crackling fireplace on the TV.
Ooh, good idea. Yeah. And what they have to do is like everybody has to like everybody takes a turn like with their Zoom and just starts.
We lost him again.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, Devin, I don't know what's happening.
Sorry, Devin.
Try one more time.
All right. Everybody loves the Skype
Oh.
thing. Okay.
Oh, we got you.
Is it like the internet in your new house?
I don't
going
know.
wacko?
I don't know.
We did have an issue with the internet a little while ago,
I
but
don't know. We got you back now.
Okay.
Sorry about that. New studio, new problems. That's what I
Looks
say.
nice, by the way.
Yeah, we need some like.
It's
we got
empty.
too much white space around us. Like I'm still in the process of building this all, but it's nice to have. I have a lot more space, and
Do you want some Utah art?
yes.
we need some
yes,
stuff on the walls,
yes.
man.
Yeah.
You have a great backdrop back there.
Yeah.
But it's nice. We have a much bigger table, and and we just have more space. And it's the third studio we've been in, which is crazy. And this marks our 3rd year of YouTube.
Wow.
How many years have you been going? More than us.
I think it's almost 7 years. Six years.
Wow. Good for you.
Too long, probably.
How many years did it take for you to get a hot tent?
I was like, when are we gonna bring up hot?
Do we have 3 or 4 more years to go before we go?
I think it was 2018 when I got the hot tent.
All right.
Okay, all right. So you did it for like 5 years before you got a hot tent.
Two
Right?
more years.
That doesn't make me feel as bad.
Yeah, you can hold out. You can make it.
Yeah, we'll make it.
Any hot tent manufacturers watching, we'll make some videos for you. I'll pay for shipping. So the last question we kind of already talked about it, but I guess other than popsicle stick house building, like Andy is always like, this is a good time to start learning knots. Has there been any other things you guys have been doing to pass the time? Making a lot of talking heads videos. This is the time to make them.
Clean out the gear closet.
I mean, I've been doing more sewing.
Really?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like-
Just kind of pulled my sewing machine back out and been sewing bags and
Nice.
Nice.
I remember I never got a chance to buy any of your zippered pouches when they were around. Maybe.
we could probably make that happen. I've got a bunch of fabric and stuff sitting over in the corner.
Nice.
We can chat offline about
No,
that.
I'm not saying like please make me a zippered pouch. I'm just
That's
saying,
on in.
yeah, thanks.
It was
Devin.
good to talk to you. And everybody listening, whenever he releases it, check out the episode of his podcast that we're on. I thought it was really fun
it'll
doing
be like
that.
Monday or Tuesday this week, I think. Next week.
That was really fun, man. I thought the conversation was really well, and we had a really great time talking to you.
Yeah, it was.
And thank you for calling in.
Yeah,
it's
thanks,
good to
Devin.
see
Yeah,
you, man.
it's good to see you.
Hope all is well. And
Good as it can be.
all right, man. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right.
Peace.
See ya.
See you.
Boom, boom, boom. Great guy.
Yep.
Great guy. Sorry, I had some glitches there. I don't think that was on our end though. Did the stream go out?
No,
Okay.
I didn't want to say anything.
All right, we've got a few minutes before our next guest. Is there anything from chat?
Oh, I think
Lux, I like
Josh is
pouching.
banning everybody.
Lux has hot tents that aren't great.
No, I think the Lux tents look pretty sweet. Okay. Mostly, I mean, catapults it with popsicle sticks.
Put in chat what new hobbies you're doing during quarantine.
Yeah, well, yeah. Everybody, put
My
put in.
wife, my wife is screaming at me to stop talking about the stocks we're investing in. Sorry, babe. It's the chat goes fast, and we try not to
Yeah.
We try to like not let it distract us from who we're talking to.
Yeah.
so
I feel rude doing that.
So
Yeah.
it's tough. So that's why now we got a few minutes before. I'm excited to talk to Bryce.
Restless says, "Great guy, shitty internet."
Devin is a great dude. I'm sorry to, I was gonna ask him about his job because I knew he was in the.
But you know the thing, like,
Not ask him directly.
no, but like, we joke about this type of stuff, but then
This shit affects people, man.
it's just
It happens.
It's freaking terrible, and
What do you do?
I don't know what you do.
You
I don't
know?
know. It's just you try to support these people that are going through these rough times,
Yeah.
and then you hope you hope in times of absolute crisis that there's like assistance out there, which there appears to be some.
Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't want to get into it, but why his company is not eligible for the CARE Act,
Yeah.
the $2 trillion stimulus.
I don't know the ins and outs of it,
I'm
but
sure there's some sort of clause in there. It's interesting. That sucks. But at least it sounds like when this does come through again, hopefully it's only a furlough.
So here's some hobbies that people have talked about.
Okay.
Huck Outdoors says catching up on Tiger King. Catching up. Why haven't you finished
Hey,
it?
Huck. Great channel, by the way.
Yes.
I just started watching it like a few days ago. So
You have.
here's the deal.
Okay, hold on a second.
Here's the deal.
No. Hold on.
Here's the deal.
No, you got to finish it by Sunday because the new episode comes out Sunday.
They're not all out?
There's one bonus episode that's getting
Here's the
released.
deal. I started it a long time ago. It's hard. It's tough for me to watch stuff that has outright animal abuse in it, for real. But I got past that because honestly, it opens up with a lot of animal abuse, and then I guess you get desensitized to it, and it was like I got past it because of how entertaining it was and how just bizarre it is. But it's tough to watch stuff that has outright animal abuse for me,
Sure.
which that's what that documentary is all about.
It's the point. Yeah.
So, but anyway,
Yeah.
we're almost through the second episode.
The second?
Yeah, I know. How many?
Oh
are there?
my
How many are
God.
there? How many are there?
There's 7.
There's 7?
Yes.
I thought there were 4.
No, God, you barely even started
I
it.
know.
Oh my God, you don't even know the Carol Baskin memes yet. You don't even know why they make sense.
I know. We're like, is this the husband? It's a different husband that that killed.
God,
I don't know.
God, you guys need to invest some time tomorrow. Allie, come on. Get you guys need to sit down tomorrow.
If my wife
Get
is
some jets.
okay,
Get some jets.
Hey, if my wife is watching this, I know she is. Order pizza, please. I'm gonna need some pizza when this is over. Don't text me. Just order pizza. It can be jets. I thought about ordering it live on podcast and having the audio come through, but I'm not going to do that to you all. All right. We're ready for our next guest.
Okay, hold on.
All
There,
right.
hold on. Scott said that. I hope that this is true, Scott. But he said we've been camping.
We've been
we've been camping in the backyard and sidewalk strolling with the backpack on. Gotta love the weird looks. Yep.
Nice. Hey, I appreciate that.
Hammock is. John said hammock is permanently in the yard. That's awesome. What else?
This is the most people we've ever had in a live stream. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. I'm bringing them in.
Yep. Who is this? Oh, this is Bryce.
This is our buddy.
Oh. Bryce probably doesn't know.
Wait, hold on, dude.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold
Bryce,
on.
do not take that off. Bryce.
Hold on. Bryce, hold on. I got to bring you up on screen here. Screen. Okay. Bryce, is this your best mask? I like how he's acting like he can't hear me.
Oh yeah, because it's from.
That's transponder.
Oh, okay, right.
Dude.
Right.
First off, Bryce. First off, I apologize because I don't think you're hearing us through the good mics. I think you're hearing us through the laptop mic. You can probably,
Yeah.
I don't know. You can probably weigh in on this.
Fine, it's all right.
Bryce, that was pretty awesome.
Second
man.
off, that was
Thank you.
a great intro, dude.
Please go to the grocery
I'm
store
hot.
with that on.
Please go to the
That
grocery
thing's
store.
warm.
Yeah.
My next question was, why do you have such a lifelike replica of a Star Wars Stormtrooper helmet?
You know, I just went all out, spent like $700 on that thing. And figured I'd wear it.
Was that thing really $700?
Wait, are you being serious?
No.
Oh.
No, I didn't have to crash at work.
Oh. Hey, Bryce, it's good to see you, man. We
Yeah.
haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, Bryce, what are you drinking?
What are you drinking?
Yeah, good to see you. Oh, Yingling. Same
Okay.
old, same old.
How you doing, man?
Yeah,
how
we
you
haven't
doing
talked to
throughout
you.
this? We haven't talked to you in a while.
Doing good.
You're one of the
I
ones
see
we
you're in
talk
the
to a
new
lot.
studio.
I know.
Yeah.
And Bryce, you got an open invitation. We need some stuff up on the walls. We got a little bit of an echo. Whenever you want to come over
We need
here,
a sound guy.
whenever you want to come over here, we'll do a bunch of stuff. Open invitation.
Good deal.
You don't
I'll
look
be
like
over.
you don't look like you have a fever, so we can bring you in.
I'm clean. I've been wearing my mask, my helmet everywhere I go, so I'm good in quarantine.
How are things been going? How have you been affected by this?
Yeah.
Are you still working? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still working. I make windows, so I guess the loophole is
People still
need
it's
their
business
windows.
construction.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, on the plus side, it's like, well, I guess it's not really a plus side, but I have been working like really short days because the orders aren't coming in. So, I mean, honestly, I'm not really affected by anything at all, except for like all my races getting canceled and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna
Right.
ask you about that.
Yeah, all the races are canceled, so we're out a couple $100 from that for sure. But
But are
other
they-
than that, I've honestly just been kind of enjoying it, staying at home and getting stuff done, you know?
Are they refunding you
Yeah,
or,
what's the
or
deal with-
rescheduling
What's
the
the deal with
races?
Flying Pig?
I didn't actually sign up for Flying Pig yet. So I don't have to do anything with that, but I know a couple of my friends that did, and they're I think they're like either doing like a virtual run or it's like a like you can defer to next year or something. But
I thought they would give
Okay.
you. I thought that was what I thought they would do is like just cancel this year and give you next year for free.
yeah, I think so.
I'm probably going to. I was gonna ask you about this. I'm probably gonna sign up for the Columbus. Are you gonna do Columbus?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the full again.
So Bryce, my new house is directly on the race course.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can stop in and take a dump in my bathroom if you need to.
All right, I'll remember that.
it's at like mile 23, so you know.
really?
Yeah, it is.
I know exactly what neighborhood that is.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it purely because I live on the route now. Like I probably will like not try and PR or run it or anything. I'm assuming by October we're gonna be back to normal here with society, but I don't know. You know?
Yeah, I would hope by then.
You know?
I'm hoping within the next month, but we'll see.
What other races got canceled of yours that were on your docket?
I was supposed to do a local half marathon here that they just did a virtual run for that, and I was actually gonna do a Spartan race. Someone gave me their
Nice.
their entry because they weren't feeling up for it, so I was gonna do that. That got canceled, and I don't know. I know there's at least like one or two more, but I don't remember what they were.
Have you had any backpacking trips that you've had to like what's happened with the backpacking?
Bryce,
and shout out to the Shawnee.
Yeah, Bryce, you crushed it.
Shout
man.
out to Bryce, crushed it in the Shawnee loop.
That's
check that video out.
Man, that is a tough
That loop
too.
sucks.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It was tough, and you guys were right. I asked you guys if the north has more or worse elevation than the south, and you said yeah. And I remember telling you like I don't know how that's possible, but I'm pretty sure it is worse.
And I love how Frozen was throwing shade on the whole Shawnee being the AT, and he's never done it.
Yeah.
And the South Loop, I don't remember what you probably
South
know
Loop
it
was
is.
boring.
But the South Loop alone is like I think 3,000 feet of climbing. I think the whole thing is 5,000 or 6,000 feet. I don't know.
Yeah. See, I don't remember. I tried looking it up. I couldn't find anything accurate, and my watch said it was like 9,000, which I put that in the video. Which after I put that in there, I don't think it's correct. But I mean, I like the South Loop better. The North Loop's just up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah,
the South Loop at least gives you a little bit of break in there, you know. So I like it better.
Did you look at the FKT link I sent you?
Yeah, I did. I actually looked that up before you sent it to me.
Pretty insane.
Because I couldn't find a reliable source. I felt like I found like 3 different answers to what the FKT was.
I've only seen that one. Was it 10.5 hours?
Yeah, I think it was 10 hours.
And that
I don't know
dude-
what that would equal out to his pace, but
It's like 11 something. 11 or 12 or 13. But the dude who said it, his name's Michael Owen. I follow him on Instagram. He's legit, dude. He's legit.
Okay.
Hey, Bryce. Adam just said in the chat that you inspired him to do the Marlboro 5K.
Oh, okay. That's great. I love inspiring other people.
That's funny. Is that how many cigarettes can you smoke in
a 5K?
In a 5K?
I don't know.
They make beer runs. I'm surprised
They do.
cigarette runs.
Yeah, I know. But did you have any other backpacking trips planned that got screwed because of this?
Not really. Not really at all, no. Yeah, I mean, I got nothing in the books, and as far as like running and everything goes, like I don't know if it was Shawnee, but my leg is like jacked right
I
now.
saw that in
Yeah.
the video, dude. What's going on?
But you were complaining
Yeah,
about
so
that.
in the video, I just had a little bit of knee pain.
Yeah.
But like even like a few days after that, I started having like extreme calf pain, and now it just hurts all the way up my thigh. And I honestly, I just think it's just overuse because I did like 2 marathons kind of back to back, and Shawnee was 40 miles, and I just haven't stopped like doing long runs every weekend for like, I don't know, almost a year now. So I think it's just catching up to me. Just need some time off. Probably.
So after the Disney, so after Disney, this is a huge mistake. So I ran the Disney marathon, and then I did 2 entire days on my feet in the park right after it, and that was a terrible decision. But I took, because I was like in between houses and stuff, I basically took like a month off. I still ran, but that helped significantly with like the pings and the pain, you know what I mean? Just like the overuse things you get. And I'm now to the point where I'm like, I did 13 last weekend, so I'm like slowly building it back in, but much slower, and just taking even if you just take 2 weeks off and no backpacking, just like get like 5,000 steps a day for 2 weeks, it really like reset my legs like significantly.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try for is like, it hasn't been 2 weeks yet since I stopped running, but I'm hoping after 2 weeks that'll be
Like, cause
enough.
I ran Columbus, and then I just kept going. And like after, I mean, a year of running marathons straight, like you just get this buildup of inflammation and injury that just won't go away unless you just stop running.
Yeah,
And I know. And
I'm hoping.
it's tough to do. Cause I saw that in your Shawnee video, and I was like, oh, Bryce. Is Bryce overtraining? Probably.
Yeah, dude, my knee was jacked in that. I mean, the first mile is because you hit elevation as soon as you start that trail, and I just remember thinking, like, man, is this stupid? Like, is this really dumb to even attempt this right now? But I mean, I walk around all day long anyway, so it's like I figure if I got to take it slow, I'll just take it extra slow, extra careful. Which it ended up kind of working through a little bit, and it didn't really bother me by the second day, but it does now.
So is it gotten any better?
I can't, as far as walking around, yeah, but I did just jog like a half a mile a couple days ago and immediately just start hurting again.
Really?
So as far as running goes, I don't know.
Oh, you're done, dude. You gotta take some time off.
Yeah. I tried to give it a couple days, but it's gonna need.
You gotta give it 2 weeks.
It's
dude.
gonna need some time.
Yeah, give it 2 weeks. Just get some ice on there. Have Ashley give you some massages.
Oh, she's been doing that.
Yeah.
I've been making her.
So my next question was like, what do you got? Have you guys both been? Has she been working? Like, have you guys been at home all the time? What have you guys been doing to pass the time? Any new hobbies?
Kind of. So she was working there for a while, and I don't know. I think she kind of cut down to like semi part-time. Like she still goes in every now and then, but she's like the sign business, so they're kind of still open because businesses like they got to have their signs. But she's dropped down significantly, and I mean I've been getting off work by like noon every day.
Whoa, okay.
With the nice weather and everything, dude, I spent like 20 some hours cleaning my garage out. It's nice right now. I thought about like just filming like a vlog.
You should.
And I'll probably lose subscribers for that, but just to show people what I've been up to.
You should do like
it's a great time to do Talking Heads videos, Bryce.
Do a tour of your gear closet or something.
Oh gosh, no, I'm embarrassed.
No.
My wife told me to do that, and I told her, I'm like, there's no way that room is going on the internet.
Just put.
Embarrassed of it.
Are you a hoarder, Bryce?
Well, I have hoarding tendencies. I'm not going to say I'm a hoarder.
Interesting.
it's hard for me to let go of things. And it's really not that I have like a ton, which I do, but it's just, I mean, it gets bad and then I just throw my crap in there. And right now you don't even want to look
Bryce,
at it.
are you the type of person, because our buddy Sam's like this, are you the type of person that when you get back from a trip, you just leave all your stuff in your backpack till the next trip and then take it all
Yeah,
out?
our buddy Sam does that.
You
Yeah,
are?
I mean, I do
Really?
that a lot.
That's so gross.
Sometimes it'll stay like that for a couple days and I'll like unpack it, but like my ditty bag and stuff, like
Yeah.
that stuff never comes.
But I mean, that stuff that doesn't change very often.
Yeah.
But like, like at least like unpack, like air out your quilts. And maybe.
Oh, I do. I hang my quilts.
Okay.
They're hanging. I take care of them. They're too expensive to ruin, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any like any fun gear upgrades or changes or anything like backpacking related that's cool that's coming up that you want to talk to us about? Or any camera gear changes?
I don't think so. I mean, I've been filming with the new Canon lens. It's a 10 to 18. I don't know if you guys ever tried that. It's like the ultra wide.
It's a wide boy.
Yeah, it helps a lot with stability, which is like my weakness.
Is it stabilized?
Vlogging. I'm always just so bouncy or on the trail, but it helps a lot. But other than like that, I mean, nothing is really different backpacking wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What trail are you gonna try to like crush next?
That's a great question.
I don't even know. I've had some thoughts because like Jason Wish, he's been out there like just
I
killing
know,
it.
that's all he does.
I know, he just kills
Like-
those things.
I'm like, I really want to do it. Like, and I not shut up. So he did the Bur Oak Trail.
Yeah.
on the
Yeah, I
high,
saw that. You should dude, just
25
run that.
hours.
You can just run that.
And I'm like,
just run it.
I could go do that.
I'll
And
do
you
it
got,
with
like,
you.
an official FKT award, or not an award, but you got it like that trail FKT put on a website. So
We could
I'm like,
crush
man,
that.
I mean, on a good day, but
As long as your knee isn't bummed
I just-
like it is now.
I mean, I still gotta be on my legs for work, so it's like, do I really want to just go do that on a weekend and have to deal with that pain? So, like the Shawnee thing, we shut down for a week so my company could, make sure we could space out
Yeah.
machines and
Yeah.
keep everybody, put up plexiglass and shower curtains everywhere.
Mm.
So they just wanted to be legal, so they gave us like 4 days off.
Right.
So I took that opportunity immediately. I'm like, all right, now's the time to go bust out Shawnee before summer and all the bugs hit. So yeah, but other than that, I mean, there's no crushing trails in the future.
Yeah.
Or not in the future, at least.
I saw him set that FKT, and the first thing he said was like, any runner could shatter this. And I was like, Bryce, you and I, we're up, buddy.
Let's do it.
Dude,
That would be fun. But,
I mean, all we need is the hydration vests. It's like 23
Yeah.
miles, I think.
it's like 26.
26. So it's a marathon.
So it's more than a marathon, and you know how you feel after that. So it's like,
But we would go. We could do 12-minute miles.
yeah, I wouldn't.
Not now. With your leg problems now, absolutely not. I would.
You know what's funny is the slower I go, the more it hurts my knee.
That's interesting.
like-
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
real.
I've
You gotta get that.
Take 2 weeks off.
You
Bryce.
gotta rehab
2
that.
solid weeks, not a single
Yeah.
mile. It's good for you.
That's the point.
I feel like regardless if you backpack a lot or run a lot, you should do 2 weeks a year. Just no mile.
Yeah.
Keep the miles down.
Yeah, honestly, usually like somewhere around December or January, me and my wife both we'll take 2 weeks off just because we believe in that too, that you should always take
Yeah.
like some recovery time out of the year and not run. And this is the first year that I haven't done it, like since I started running. So maybe my body knew.
It's time. Your body wants to BQ, buddy.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah. I don't know if I can if I'm healthy, but
Nice.
time will tell.
Any questions for Bryce in the chat or anything?
No, Bryce. Nobody wants to ask you any questions.
Bryce.
Because I'm a regular.
Yeah, you are a regular.
Yeah, you are a regular.
You are a regular.
We've already bashed my tights.
It's funny though that
Yeah.
dude, that Colin show we did. First off, our most listened to podcast of any of them.
Really?
Yes, which kind of surprised me, but we
Yeah.
got
The
we got
5-hour one?
yeah, the 5-hour one. We got it. Whenever you want to come back. We'll do something again. We'll do a breakdowns. We'll do a call-in show. You got to come back to the new studio whenever you want to come. So
Yeah. For sure, man. I'm down.
All right, dude. Thanks for talking to us. Good seeing you. Hope that knee feels better.
Yeah.
Thanks. I hope so too.
All right, man.
All right. See you,
We'll
Bryce.
see you later, buddy.
Later.
Always good to talk to him. We haven't. It's been. I can't believe it
I
took
know.
us 3 of these to get in touch with him.
Yeah, we haven't been on a trip with Bryce in a long time either.
No, it's weird. I
Yeah.
like how I call out that he is a regular.
He is.
He is a regular.
Yeah. But one of those mic inputs is dedicated to him.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Restless claims the other one, but I guess Restless would be the other
Regular.
regular. I don't know. Is there anything in here we should talk to? I'm texting. I'm trying to see if we should get someone else in here.
We can figure something out.
I got somebody.
Yeah. Cool. So
I feel bad we haven't been monitoring.
like the chat is like all the names I'm seeing is like it's everybody. It's the
usual.
It's the usual. It's all the crew. Everybody's in there.
Most people we've ever had in the live stream. Cool.
I know. I recognize that. I see Fred in there. A Todd backpacking with Jason. Obviously Josh. Just all the normal people, which is great. And nobody has anything else to do. So and you got to wait till Sunday for all the regular people for the new episode of Tiger King to come out.
It's a bonus episode. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Like behind the scene footage?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's pretty funny.
So somebody said, Stephen Russell said, you guys should check out the Beaten Path Trail in the Beartooth Mountains in Montana. Yeah.
The Beartooth, that made the short list for places to backpack this year.
Yeah. So Blue Boy Backpacking, I'm familiar with you, asked, how's the Altiplex going? Have you worked out how to pitch it better yet?
So I have the Altiplex is pretty sweet. I have not tested out because his video came out like 2 days ago. I have not tested out the new way to pitch it that he suggested, but it makes sense that it would be better. But I've not tried. All right, we're gonna bring in guest number 4.
Nice.
We only have him via voice though.
Fair.
We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll definitely take it. Do you have it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Maybe.
Oh,
Is this cool?
this is very cool.
I'm actually calling pizza delivery right now.
Hola.
Yeah?
Hey.
He said, hold on.
What is that?
Hey, so we got Jason from Backpacking with Jason.
Yeah.
We had to see how things were going down in Kentucky, man.
Yeah. How are you guys doing
How's
in
it
Kentucky?
going?
I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm staying still pretty busy. Of course, everything else is shut down.
Right.
The stores, and all that stuff, restaurants. But, construction goes on.
Yeah,
And I've still got a few trails that nobody goes to. But it's out in East Kentucky mountains, not in the gorge. They closed the gorge down on us.
I saw that.
No going out there.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. Now.
Yeah, it
I don't know
is.
if I've ever seen that besides with just a fire.
Oh.
Yeah. So no, it's funny when this whole thing started happening, I was literally like a week away from getting into my new place, and it was still being built.
Yeah.
And I was like immediately like, okay, what's the deal with construction? But construction obviously is an essential service, so we're still going. So I thought of you, and I was like, all right. So I think Jason's still in business.
I am.
That's
Going
good.
strong.
That's
Going
good.
strong.
Have you seen any changes in the housing market from this, in the new build housing market?
Yeah, they're selling like hotcakes.
Oh.
So
Really?
Yeah, it's going real fast. I had one builder sold 7 last week.
Really?
So, yep. So, yeah, it's going strong here. Lexington's a good town to live in, though. The area around Lexington. So, a lot of people come here, and there's a lot of work and stuff like that.
So Jason, Tim spilled the beans on your awesome Colorado trip.
Yeah,
coming
he
up.
did.
Are you looking forward to that?
I am definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And man, you said nobody had any questions for Bryce. I had all kinds of questions for Bryce. I'm going to Oregon at the end of July, hopefully.
Oh,
Oh,
wait, you're
Inspired
going.
me to go to.
So you're going to Colorado and then Oregon?
Yes. And I was supposed to go to Picture Rocks, but they closed that one down.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah. I saw that about Pictured Rocks.
I am up for any trip. I think you guys know that.
Yeah, I know
I'm,
you.
I'm up for any and all things. Are y'all not no sips tonight? No Maker's Mark? No nothing?
We're drinking
We're
PAPPY.
drinking PAPPY. We're drinking Old Rip Van Winkle.
Oh yeah,
bourbon.
Old Rip Van Winkle.
I got Blue Moon, Belgian White.
Oh, Blue Moon. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
we've been drinking bourbon on these lately. We might. I have a bunch of craft beer from when we went to Wisconsin to hike with Becker that is waiting to be drunk. So, but we figured the new studio, and we got to get you back up to Columbus.
Yeah.
We got the new studio. We'll bring you in. We could do another BSing with you. That was pretty fun.
Yes, and you could take me to an Ohio State football game.
Yes, assuming that's still going on. I thought of you when they canceled March Madness. I thought of you guys and your Wildcats. How upset?
Dude, I
How
was going
upset
to
were you?
Nashville.
Yo, really?
I was going to Dot and I was going to Nashville. Me and Miss Backpack was going to Nashville. I have a nephew that lives there, so we was going to stay at his house and we was going to go to the tournament.
Oh, that's
And they canceled.
Oh,
I know it. I was all ready to go to Tin Roof and everything in Nashville and have a really good time. But no, this has been the saddest March and April.
I know.
No basketball, no nothing.
Yeah.
No Masters, no golf.
I know.
nothing.
I know. I'm really hoping this doesn't impact college football. That's my hope.
Yes. Oh, please.
I know.
I pray for the scientists every day. Come on, guys.
I know. And I keep
So you
thinking,
guys,
I'm like, I couldn't imagine if this would have happened during college football season. It'd be like for you if it happening during college basketball season.
It'd be like if it happened right now.
Yeah. Like
we thought we was going to win the title. I mean, we thought we had a really good shot.
I know.
We was like 25-6 going into the SEC tournament.
I know.
We're good.
I know. And I when they canceled it, the first thing I was like, oh, those Kentucky boys. I was like, oh, those Kentucky boys have got to be hurting. Sorry, man.
Yeah. And that really runs Lexington a lot.
Right.
Kentucky basketball does good. The whole economy and everything here does.
Right.
Good.
I felt bad, but we'll get you up here.
Guys.
Huh?
Go ahead.
No, I was saying we'll get you up here for an Ohio State football game, man.
Yeah.
We usually have tickets to every game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I pay my own way.
No, we can treat you. We can treat you. You pay us back in other ways.
I'm gonna have to.
What?
I was going to say I'm gonna have to holler at Bryce to get all the info on the Oregon.
Yeah, talk to him.
If I can still go.
He's the Oregon expert.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and I can send you the contact information of somebody that really helped us out too.
Yes,
with some Oregon stuff as well.
Steve.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm stoked about the trip with Tim. It's Tim, Josh Harrod, and Jeremiah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what Tim was saying. Nice.
Jeremiah's always a good laugh, and Josh is awesome, and so's Tim. Those guys are very positive dudes, that's for sure.
So are you gonna? If you travel with, if you're gonna fly with Jeremiah to Colorado, are like a month before, are you gonna start doing a gear shakedown with him? Just
I will no comment.
Like, now Jeremiah, you got to take your own lighter, okay?
Yeah.
Make sure you bring fuel for your stove. Make sure you bring a water filter.
That's funny.
I'm gonna set an alarm clock. I'm always late.
Oh my God. I was watching one of your last videos with him about how he gets up so freaking late.
That was so funny.
Just waiting on a string.
Just waiting on Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Funny.
Hey, man, I tell you what, Ben from Hilltop Packs was a blast to go backpacking with.
Awesome.
Yeah, he seems pretty
Absolute
cool.
blast.
Yeah.
He seems pretty cool.
Hey, yeah, his sense of humor is funny. I mean, as soon as I met him, he was making jokes, and I was like, "Oh, I like this guy."
He's
And
we've been trying to get in touch with him for a while. We've been trying to coordinate that because he's done a lot of cool stuff for us, and we'd like to see him. So he's another one that has an open invitation to come on the podcast when he wants.
Yeah.
you guys will love him.
He seems like a funny guy.
I think he's making a lot of masks right now.
Yeah,
I think he's making a lot.
And shout out to Hilltop Packs. He's making them for free for like the local community.
Yeah.
I thought that was very cool.
Yeah, and somebody actually
Big shout out.
Yeah,
big shout out.
Somebody posted in here too that Gossamer Gear had done a big thing for manufactured something. I'll have to go back for the local community as well.
Also, Dutchware was making gowns.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to them. But I saw your trip with Ben from Hilltop Packs, and I'm like, he looks like a fun dude. He looks like he'd fit in well with the Schill Brothers crew.
Yeah.
You know what it's like.
Yeah,
you know what it's like
good.
going with the Schill Brothers crew.
Just lots of sitting on chairs.
Yeah, lots of sitting around and hanging out and having fun.
I left a comment earlier that I love Stan. Stan's the man. Stan's the man.
All right, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling in. It was good to talk to you. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys too. When this is over, shout out me.
Of
Yes,
course.
absolutely, man.
All
Well, we love to see you.
right.
We'll come back down there. All right, man.
All right.
Good talking to you.
See ya.
All right, see ya. Good to talk to him.
Yeah. Oh, Dan's in the chat. Kyle Hates Hiking is here. I forgot.
Oh, we got all the YouTube stars here.
Yeah. A lot of fun people here today.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What else is that? What else is going on?
I don't know. I haven't been listening. I haven't been reading
No,
the chat
I'm really
whatsoever.
trying. Like, I'm really trying to because, people do want to interact with us, and I feel bad. But I also like you said, God, we need Alex back.
We need our podcast moderator back. Because of social distancing.
We could put him in the other room.
We could put him right there.
You would be social distanced.
When we did our call-in show, we had a moderator work with us, and it was the best idea ever.
Yeah, it was so much better than trying to do this.
When social distancing ends, we can bring him back. And there are a couple things we had planned. Actually, we had a couple meetups at local breweries that we were about ready to talk about and announce.
Not anymore.
Obviously not anymore. But I think in the fall, when this burns out a little bit, I think we'll do it. But we're going to do literally a year ago from now, we did a live event at a local brewery. It actually turned out, really well. There were way too many people there for the space that we got.
I know.
So I think we're going to do that again. We were going to do it in April. Obviously, that's not happening. So we got to talk to some people. We'll probably do that again this fall, maybe. I think that turned out really well.
Yeah.
And we'll live stream it like we did last time.
Yeah. Any chance to go to a brewery, drink craft beer, and talk about
backpacking.
Yeah.
That was really fun. We did that last year, and it was a really good showing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we were ready to do that again, literally weeks before this coronavirus thing happened, and now obviously we can't do that.
Yeah.
But that's probably going to be happening. Any other topics?
No, not really. Some people are talking about tents, but some people are asking questions and they're getting answered by all the wonderful. There's so many subject matter experts on backpacking in this chat, way more educated people than we are.
Is there anything we should talk about before we call it? We'll do this again next Friday.
Yeah,
we'll have a fresh lineup of call-in guests as usual.
Yeah, I already know who's some people who are going to be on next Friday's. Question says, what's your favorite trail runners currently?
That's a good question.
I'm only using the ultra low.
So it's a loaded question for me because I have running trail runners and backpacking trail runners. I'm in the Solomon Sense rides right now, which are a running trail runner, but I still got a couple miles left on the Ultra Lone Peak 3.5s, which I like, and the Peregrine, the Saucony Peregrine 7s. I still haven't. I know you don't like them. I like running in them.
No.
Backpacking, We gotta talk to him next week.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we do.
We're gonna get him on next week.
Okay.
All right, I think that's it for today. This week's rendition of the lockdown live stream.
Yes, this was
fun.
This was fun. Next Friday we'll do it again. We'll continue rotating your favorite YouTube celebrities through.
We'll bring. I think we're gonna bring him in.
Yes, definitely.
Him in next Friday too.
Yep, and maybe we can bring in him.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely him. So I'm just pointing in the chat.
Pointing in the chat at people that we will talk to you about coming on.
Yeah.
So we'll have a fresh lineup of guests next Friday.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and stay safe out there.
Stay safe.
Support your local community. You know, follow the CDC guidelines.
Yeah, do what you can. We're getting through this.
Yeah.
We're getting through this.
The curve is flattening.
The curve is flattening. We're getting through this. And we will see everybody next Friday.
Yeah, thanks a lot, everybody.
For the
Thanks for coming.
lockdown live stream.
All right, bye.